Hello, beautiful divine seekers. Let's give you some spiritual guidance for 2019. So this is a pick a card reading for all of those who are looking to heal yourselves, raise your vibration, and open your spiritual consciousness. Move forward in your spiritual awakening. I'm Natasha, Cosmic Empress, here to remind you that you are a beautiful divine soul living this 3D heavy human experience this time around. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to watch the shuffling process and the process of me making the little piles, the little decks, you can fast forward. I will provide timestamps down below and in the comments, so you can fast forward to when the cards are revealed, and then you can fast forward to the deck that you chose. Okay, so this is how I do it. Tuning in, thank you so much, angels and guides, tuning into the fourth dimensional collective consciousness of all of those who are watching, who are finding their way to my video. Truth and clarity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us make 3 different little deck piles. You're getting 2 tarot cards for each pile. I will show you what I'm doing here. Get one of these beautiful, beautiful cards that are archetype cards. Okay. We're going to get an Akashic Tarot card. Remember these? Akashic Tarot from my other YouTube channel. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And which one? One more. We want one more, and then we'll get a top card. I think we need some animal guidance. It's always good to get animal guidance. Oh, here we are already. 1, 2, 3. So, what I want you to do now, as soon as I've laid out the last card, I want you to pick a deck once I turn the card over. Okay, so this is a little bit different. You are very intuitive and psychic. You're a psychic, intuitive being, because we are all souls living this human experience. And I'd like you to choose with your active intuition on this one, okay? So here we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you for truth and for clarity. Deck 1, deck 2, deck 3. 1, 2, 3. And when I turn them over, I'd like you to choose the deck. If you've already chosen one, that's okay as well. You know, you are the master of your own intuitive experience, but I think it makes sense for you to use your intuition actively. So are you ready? I'm going to turn them over. On the count of 3, pick the card that speaks to you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. And this will be the key. This will be the key to opening your next year's message. 1, 2, or 3. You can take your time as well. No matter how you do it, it will be perfect and right. Okay, have you chosen your card? Okay, let us start with this one. Remember, there are timestamps if you don't want to listen to all the 3 messages. So, my beautiful light worker family, let's do the interpretation. Okay, beautiful. So, what do we have here? The Huntsman, one of my favorite cards. So, my beautiful soul, it's time for you to focus. To focus exactly and get into your eyes view what it is that you want. You have to be more goal-oriented. The Huntsman, see, has his target in sight. He knows what his target is. He's zooming in on it, and he's focusing all his concentration and power on it. So in 2019, you better be focused. You can't be all over the place. You got to stop, just moving back and forth and around and about. It's time for you to get focused, to figure out what it is that you truly want. What is your target? What is it that you're aiming for? If you don't have a goal and a target, how can you ever get there, right? Once you've got that target, you got to focus all your energy on that target and go for it 100%. This is the year where everything's coming together. It is. Okay, so that is that main message, the focus. Okay, and wow, this is very interesting. I just did a reading, a general reading for 2019, and the first card that came up was the same one. And you see, I shuffled those cards. So for your spiritual guidance, let me just turn up the light a little bit. Oh, here we go. So you're getting the Goddess card. It's coming up the second time in the second reading. Wow. So listen, it's really, really time for you to embrace the divine in you. You're not just a little person, you know, like an ant among other ants, just running around, living day to day. You are a divine being, and you have the honor to live in this lifetime, in your beautiful body, in your experience. And you can enjoy the fullness of life. It's time for you to really go big. You got to think big. What is that target? Is it like, oh, I want to, you know, earn $5,000 extra in my bank account to go on a vacation? No, you got to think bigger than that. You got to think bigger. It's time for you to really step into your soul purpose and focus in on that. Okay? I mean, look at this card. This is someone who's not afraid. This is someone who's embracing her whole power, her whole divinity. So if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. All the luscious, beautiful, colorful, authentic parts of you have to come out. Let's see what it says here. Let me get my glasses. Okay, and then we'll see. The feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. That's why the lusciousness is coming out here. All of you, don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Don't hold back in setting your goals specifically, okay? Okay, so let's continue. Beautiful. The Ark of the Covenant. Okay, my spiritual seekers. This shows that it's really time to commit. Okay, this is about a contract. The Ark of the Covenant is a contract. This is about you deciding to commit onto whatever you're trying to reach. Commit on that red dot. Commit on your goal. Whatever you're aiming for, go for it all the way and truly commit to it. Don't be wishy-washy. You got to be strong. You can't go back and forth. Don't let your ego hold you back. Don't let your ego tell you, oh, that's not what you truly want. Just stay where you are. Stay in your comfort zone. Stay where people are admiring you for what you are. Mr. Doctor, Mr. Professor, Mr. Earn all the money, Miss Housewife, Miss... You know what I'm saying? What society is pressing you into, that form. Maybe that's not truly what you want. Maybe you want to break out of that form and you're going back and forth. Be firm. Be firm. Okay. Now, before I look at this one, beautiful, beautiful card, let's look at the two tarot cards. Okay. So 2019 for spiritual guidance. Look, first of all, you can't do it by yourself, all right? Your spiritual path, your spiritual awakening, the focus, putting yourself out there, the contract, you got to find your tribe. You got to find your partners. You got to find someone who can do it together with you. I don't mean like a teacher or a master necessarily. This is a community. These are three people working together to build something. And this is about building your spiritual path. This is about building a life that is spiritually open, where you can really step into your power and your purpose, which is this, which you have to figure out this year and really make it firm and fixed. And you can't do it by yourself, okay? So find your tribe. If it's a YouTube channel, perfect. Come with me on this journey, on this YouTube channel. I'll be doing beautiful, amazing things, and the community we have here is already amazing. So look for communities that speak to you, where you can interact, where you can learn together for your spiritual awakening, to build that beautiful, soul-inspired life, especially this year. And look at this. This is very interesting. I feel we've been through a lot of this in 2018. So you're going to have to work harder, a little harder, to break through the illusion, to break through the bounds. This woman is bound. She's blind. She's just standing there. She's not even trying. She thinks that if she moves, she will cut herself on the sword. But her foot is in the water. So I feel that wherever you are right now in your path, in your spiritual awakening, and you feel too tied up, you feel that you're being held back too much, there's always a way, there's always a flow, an entry door, an opening that'll get you out of there really quickly. So I feel that it's up to you, okay? 2019, it's up to you. Whether you will break out of that, get focused, bring out the goddess in you, you know, really commit, or whether you stay stuck. It's up to you. It's not going to happen for you. You have to make it happen. Okay, you got to move. You know, you can manifest in your mind all you want. You can make plans all you want. But if you stay there, look, she's manifesting, but she's not moving. So the message for you is to actually really get a focus and move. You know, you got to shoot the arrow in the end. Not just point it, then you got to shoot the arrow and run after your goal. That's what you got to do. So don't stay paralyzed, or else 2019 will not bring this. It's up to you, okay? Now, the owl. Oh, okay. Okay. The owl is a symbol of wisdom. And the owl is a truly ethereal animal. It's a cosmic energy. Look, there's even the stars up there. So I would suggest, first of all, connect to owl energy. Look for owls. Okay, make the owl one of your spirit animals in 2019. I love owls. Owls are just, they're more than just symbols of wisdom. Owls are truly a connection to magic, to the divine, to the stars, to our cosmic heritage as well. That's what I believe. So all this that you're doing, okay, everything that you're doing, you will have access to divine wisdom in 2019, and the owl is telling you this. The wisdom coming from the deep, knowing what to do, where to commit, knowing what to focus on. That inner knowing that comes from within, that comes from your higher self, from your soul consciousness, the divine wisdom, as I was saying, will be available to you. And you can access this. Many times we can access many of these things through animal energy. That is through connecting to or looking at pictures, looking at in the wild, looking at videos of, researching the meaning of these animals, these spirit animals. And that can really teach us and help us. So the owl is the spirit animal for you. So I feel that, this year, you got to get real. You got to get serious about your spiritual awakening, your spiritual path. Don't wait. Don't just wait for something to happen. Don't wait for the universe to bring you things. I made a video on that. Take a look at that, please. Don't wait for the universe to guide you. You got to be proactive, or else you're just going to stay right there. And that's not good. So that is it for you who picked number 1. All right, so let's go for the next one. Okay, so those who chose this one, musical joy, let us see what's going on here. Okay, beautiful. Huh. Okay. This is your key to your spiritual advancement. So, musical joy, I mean, that is a pretty simple message, but there are stars there as well. So I feel that not only connecting to music, making music, listening to music, music and dance, not only that is going to open your flow of intuition and awakening, but obviously do that. But also, I feel that it's more a universal harmony, tuning into the universal tune, the universal harmony, connecting to the higher consciousness through harmony. So I feel this has to do with harmony, whatever that means for you. So when you're doing your spiritual practice, when you're walking in nature, when you're meditating, tune into the flow of harmony, the flow of the concept that all is one, that we are all one, that there is a universal flow of harmony that brings us all together. And I mean, music does bring people together. So that's really, really a beautiful message. So it's very different than the first card, which was all about focus and intensely knowing. This is about opening up a little more and maybe letting go of the strict goals and letting go a little bit of the focus and flowing more. And through the flow, things will open up to you. Things will start to unfold. So that's a very beautiful message. 2019, so open to the flow. Okay, so let's see. Wow. This is the archetype for you, for your spiritual awakening, and that is very interesting as well. Gambler, the light attribute, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Okay, that has to do with this one a little bit, okay? So stepping out of those expectations of society that everything has to be super logical, that you have to always follow the rules A, B, C. I mean, the gambler energy is in the moment doing what you feel inspires you, making a decision in the spur of the moment that comes from within. That's that light attribute of the gambler. And of course, the shadow attribute, relying on luck rather than hard work. Obviously, that's the very extreme shadow side of it. But I feel that goes with this. Music, when you make music, it is the inspiration of the moment that leads you, and that's what this is. So this is going to be what will open up your spiritual path this year. Now, oh, you got an angel here. Look at that. You're getting Archangel Michael. Wow. Archangel Michael was actually the first angel that I worked with for a long time before I knew much about different spirit guides and angels and things like that. I always felt Archangel Michael was such a strong, solid, powerful presence. So I worked with Archangel Michael. So this is just telling you, try working with Archangel Michael. The archangels are non-denominational, okay? Any religion or no religion, you can call on this angel. And this angel is truly like, he's a incredible, powerful protector and guide. And I loved working with Archangel Michael. So that is for you to perhaps start working with angels. And how can you do that? Just start calling on Archangel Michael, talking to Archangel Michael, researching a little bit what he stands for, and incorporating Archangel Michael into your meditation and your spiritual practice. Because when you call on specific angels or archangels, they come and they will help you and they will be there for you. Now, this is an interesting one. Mountain zebra. Mountain zebra. This also came up in the general reading I did for 2019. So the mountain zebra is a twin flame energy. Look at that. How intertwined the necks are. This talks about love and understanding and mirroring. So I feel that there's two messages. One is similar to the general reading when this card came up, that this is your year to really step it up in your relationships. Perhaps you are really ready to get into that soulmate twin flame relationship, or the person you're with is going to, if you already have met your soulmate / twin flame. I know there are different terms, but it's, you know, material for another video. Everybody understands something a little different. Basically, just to simplify it, I will call a twin flame a person who is perfectly matched to you and mirrors you, is the other half of you that completes you. Okay? So if you already are with that person, it's going to get so much better. And if you're not, you're going to develop that relationship or find that person. As a secondary message that I got when I saw this was pay attention to the mirrors that you encounter in other people. Okay, so pay attention. What I mean is, when something really annoys you or resonates with you in another person, it's usually because they are mirroring parts of you to bring it to your attention. So if there's someone in your life who's really annoying, or you can't stand what they're doing, perhaps it's a small part of you that you don't like. That's, you know, that's showing up in them. Also, if there's people who are so awesome, you resonate with them, you love what they're doing, what they're saying, their personality, it's because they're mirroring parts of you that are beautiful and that you want to bring out. So this is very interesting, this concept of mirroring, and that will really help expand your consciousness. Now these two are interesting cards. King of Swords reversed, Queen of Swords upright. So first of all, I feel this is about relationships. So, you know, this is the twin flame couple. And I feel that there is going to be, okay, I see this a little bit as a yin yang kind of situation. If you look at it this way, she's looking at him, it's like yin yang. So I feel that this person or the mirror is going to be the polar opposite of you, but will fit very well. Okay, so this is very interesting. So that twin flame energy sometimes will drive you absolutely crazy, will trigger all of your triggers, and it's going to be very difficult. Like, these twin flame relationships are not always the easiest. Okay, especially also if the twin flame is showing up the polar opposite, or maybe the shadow side, that's your light side. See, so the yin and yang. So it's going to be a dance of polarities for you in 2019 with your relationships. That's what I feel. Relationships are going to be really important for you, especially romantic relationships, and you're going to get a lot of triggers. So, you know, it's very important to just go with the flow, be intuitive, call on your angels, do a lot of your meditation, do a lot of your spiritual work, so that you can make very good, calm decisions, okay? Okay. So this is really interesting. The second message that I got from this and this has to do a little bit with this message. The kings are always very powerful, forceful, strong energies, and the queens are a little more flowing, a little more channeling. So the King of Swords energy is very strong, very strict, very clear, a little bit harsh. So this is reversed, and the Queen of Swords energy is coming on top of that, which is saying, just back off a little bit, slow down a little bit. You have a clear, good mind. You're very logical. Let down a little bit. Be a little more flowing and not so harsh and straight with the straight edges. Okay, the thought patterns that you have, maybe they're too fixed. Maybe you think that you always have to be right. So be a little more lenient, a little more flowing. Open up that mindset of yours a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm getting with the secondary message here. So that's also very, very interesting. Okay, so let's get to the third one. If you chose number 3, this one, let us see what we have here. And that one was the giggle factor. Oh, I love this one. This is brilliant. The giggle factor. Another card we're getting again. Very interesting. Okay, wow, look at this. Okay, these are the cards that are coming out. So, giggle factor, very simple message. Humor and joy and laughter and lighting up is going to be the key for you. For me, it's often the key in my other channel where I did a lot of tarot readings. Often I laughed a lot. I laughed. And it's because laughing opens up my flow of intuition. It just kind of helps me get downloads if I do things with humor. Okay? So that's the key for you. Laugh more. Humor just opens up this joyful bubble inside that relaxes everything, that lets the downloads through from your higher self, the intuitive messages through. If you're all uptight and serious all the time, you know, if you think you got to be always like, oh yes, I'm going to be spiritual. It's like, make it light and fun. And that's so important. And that's what happens for me. If I'm like too serious, you know, then something shuts down. So if I just feel like I'm having fun and enjoying the process, then it's like whoosh, things start to come, things start to flow. So that's really important there. Okay, so, but you want to see the cards, don't you? The cards. So let me show you the cards again. Now, oh, this, oh my goodness, the cards never lie. Look at that. This and the Fool, does that not fit? So let's see what the Fool card says. Light attributes, fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. That's brilliant. Again, the second time that message is coming through, like if something is too harsh or absurd, just laugh at it, you know, take everything with a grain of salt, let the humor out. Fearlessly revealing emotion. Yeah, if you feel that bubble of joy, just laugh and laugh and laugh like a crazy person. Okay, now let's continue here. Oh, 3 of Roses. Loving elementals. There's some more magic here. And the elementals, you know, those beings that are at a slightly lower vibration, that's why we can't see them often, they have a lot to do with humor and mischievousness. So be mischievous. My goodness, that's the 3rd message. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them already. So don't be too serious. Be a little mischievous if you want. And if you feel the affinity, try to connect to that elemental realm. And a good way to do that is just starting to connect to trees and to nature. That's what I am getting for you. Go outside and connect to the trees. Really start connecting to the trees and looking a little bit deeper into the forest, into the leaves, into the bark, into the grass and the ground. And then, you know, you may be able to connect to the energy of the elementals, which is a very fascinating and beautiful thing, right? And you can't do that when you're too serious, when you're all uptight and serious. You got to be, I mean, doesn't it look like this? Look, this is a child, this is another child. That's why children see fairies and gnomes and all those things, because they're still light and easy and full of fun and joy. Okay. And your animal. This one as well came up in the reading I did, the general one, lilac-breasted roller. So this is just like, look, this goes with this again. Let your colors shine. Just go all the way. Don't be afraid to show all your true colors, every single one of them, because you've got beautiful colors to show. You do, you know, the craziness, the fun, all those talents with the giggle factor. Giggle factor, such a funny word, huh? It's like through humor and joy and laughing, a lot of things open up. And I have the feeling that with this, you can really start to like open up, you know, your feathers and fly and start to show those beautiful colors that you have. So do that. Don't be afraid. Don't hold back. Even if in the end, I mean, you know, you got to not be afraid of what people may think. With my school teacher glasses here, for example, you got to just, if you feel like doing this, then just do it, okay? Doesn't this look like these feathers here? So wear your feather boa if you want. Wear your purple dress and your red hat. Don't be afraid, and that will really help you opening up and connecting to the flow. Now the last two cards. Queen of Cups and the Tower reversed. That's an interesting one. So with this one, the Tower reversed, I feel two messages. First of all, whatever happened in 2018, whatever happened there, the Tower moment, it's gonna be over. 2019 will be so much better, and you will be able to heal and overcome whatever happened there, because the Tower reversed is overcoming the big fall, the big boom, the big bang, the big disaster, okay? Overcoming that, rebuilding. And it all happens through the flow and through your heart center, okay? I'm getting heart center. The Queen of Cups works through her heart center. She gets her flow through her heart center. She allows her emotions to come out, and she works with her emotions. So true wisdom comes through the heart as well, right? We all know that. So working on your heart chakra and really take on the attributes of the water signs, the positive attributes of the water signs of the zodiac, right? Flowing, open, loving, imaginative, allowing your emotions to flow. And that will help the healing of this. And secondarily, I got, you know, by taking things easier, by the joy, by laughing with humor, this can be avoided. Another one of these can be avoided. That's why it came reversed. So the secondary message is the avoidance of another breakdown, but I feel more of a internal or emotional breakdown, maybe a downward spiral. So by keeping your spirits high, by raising to a higher vibration, you will be able to avoid an emotional, mental breakdown or negative spiral that you may be going through sometimes. We all do that. We all go through negative mental spirals. So that is your message for your spiritual awakening, to heal and to become more intuitive in 2019. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Please remember to subscribe and hit the little bell if you want notifications. I'll be continuing with these 2019 readings with different themes. Next will be career, and I also will do one for love and maybe a few more. So let me know down below which one resonated with you. Also, let me know what kind of videos you would like to hear, because this is still a very new channel. I'm going to do hypnosis sessions, guided meditation, talks, instructionals, everything to do with spiritual awakening and our cosmic roots as well. The star people, those types of subjects. Okay, thank you so much. Love you guys. Natasha, Cosmic Empress, wishing you a beautiful day and a gorgeous start in 2019. Bye for now.